So Fei and Uncle G no longer in the same team. They're now with the two Open Division teams coming into this respectively. Now let's see. We're going to... I didn't actually pay attention. What was the first map? Dragonshire. There we go. Yay!
Thank you, display. And yes, sensible getting rid... Even though it's, sensible by the A-team here. They've clearly watched the games, just banning out the Genji. Let's find out what else Hate can play.
I didn't actually pay attention earlier when SBT played against KT, but was Dragonshire banned? Because it's such a strong map for SBT traditionally.
I'm pretty sure it was banned.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
All right, and Deckard has finally found his way into the meta. Picked now every single game in which he's not banned. And all of a sudden, you know, Alex Strasser is no longer played with. She's already, she's no longer one of the cool kids out there. He's being left alone.
Yeah, we, picking up and dropping supports in terms of which one's the highest priority. Like they're just going out of style. It's yeah, it's interesting. The fact that it's interesting how we've just been rotating so quickly through supports in the process of one day. That's an early Phoenix Diablo. I like it.
Yeah, and you know, that screams Lightning Breath into the Salvo, Purification Salvo for A-Team. A strong wombo combo that we have seen work multiple times already, and that Haka first pick may look a little surprising. However, we have Hikari, formerly known as Lycia, who has been a strong Dehaka player. Even when Dehaka was totally not in the meta, he was one of the few players in the league who consistently had good results with it. Similar to Jongha and Team Ballistics, right? He's always been a big Dehaka fan in Korea, even when the hero was not considered to be that good.
Very true. So, and also currently, even though it is still a good hero, currently Glaurung from Tempo Storm basically playing Dehaka almost every single game at the mid-season brawl.
Absolutely true. So let's see what Hikari can do for KT this time around. We see the Blaze being banned immediately. Makes a lot of sense, you know. We've seen some of those endless battles in the top lane where both top laners are dancing around the shrine trying to kite each other. And ultimately in that oh, there we go. Another ban on Sergeant Hammer. Looks like a lot of teams in China are scared of that. And it fits the theme of KT, you know, with Timeless being the head of the team. The drafting mastermind, maybe they were trying to practice with that hero and that strategy a little bit more.
Possibly, and other teams have just got it a little bit rumbled at this point. But we're seeing Johanna and Jaina banning more slows away from the Phoenix style. Jaina would be a great assassin to go with Phoenix Purification Salvo build. But they still need some kind of sustained damage themselves. We'll see what happens when we get back around to KT. Whereas the A-team, they need a solo laner, and they need some kind of other damage dealer.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, a Jaina alone is not gonna do the is not gonna get the job done. And double support Jaina is unheard of. So I totally agree with you. There's gonna have to be another assassin. Hanzo is still available, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. That could certainly be one for them to fall back on. Don't think we're going to see a double mage, especially considering the fact like how, I wouldn't say China hates mages, but how little they respect some of the mages, I should say.
Yeah, I'd agree. Once again, Gul'dan Chromie completely ignored, basically. Hanzo once again, and a Zeratul. So Zeratul solo laner, Hanzo as that extra bit of damage, so that's a very reasonable final two picks here. It's KT. Once again,
please don't pick the Greymane.
Damage.
I'm not sure if I would like the Greymane here, to be honest. There's so much CC.
On Dipples. I would like some kind of crowd control, something to interrupt Phoenix if possible.
Let's see. Are there any ranged assassins I would like? I mean, a mage could work out. Maybe a Vala is always risky these days if you don't run it with a double support. Tychus? Yeah, maybe the grenade, you know, the Odin.
Tychus I'm leaning towards just due to his own self-sustain.
Also good against Diablo.
Yeah. It's a hard one, definitely a hard one. Yeah, I'm leaning Tychus or Greymane.
Yeah, they go for the Greymane, okay. So, the more I think of it, the more I'm actually starting to see, you know, potential benefits of a Greymane that he offers to his team composition there, especially the Cursed Bullet against a Diablo can be so good if he wants to go that route. If not, of course, the go for the throat could always be a scary thing to face for a Hanzo, for a Phoenix as well. It's hard to say who's got the better draft here. I think Cassia might have also worked out.
Didn't think of Cassia. There's a fair amount of interrupts, but not that. A lot of them are slows, so it's only really Diablo who would be the problem for her.
And here's what I think Cassia could actually do against a Phoenix. If you go for Valkyrie, and Phoenix is trying to teleport, since Phoenix is usually the target that is, you know, the first away from a Cassia, the inbuilt stun could actually mess up with his teleport sometimes.
I'm gonna disagree on that one. The Phoenix's teleport takes very little time, and Valkyrie does have a wind up. So if you're planning on playing Valkyrie reactively, you're never going to land it. You have to predict.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you try to initiate. You don't try to interrupt the salvo, right? You're trying to get him, and then when Phoenix realizes it's just a tad bit too late, you would sometimes get trapped. But anyway, Cassia is not in the game. Greymane took her spot instead. Let's see what he could do here. We see two very different drafts in terms of philosophy and style. Let's see if A-Team can maybe clutch it out this time and at least steal 1 or maybe even 2 points off the established team known as KT. And here we have him, the gentleman known as KT. We have Hope on the Jaina this time. Timeless is playing Johanna. TWT on that Master Kane. We have Hikari on that Dehaka, and Hape is playing the Greymane this time.
And on the right-hand side, it is going to be the A-Team. And playing for them, we have Jaina on Phoenix, Olele playing the Hanzo, Bruiser on Zeratul, Stukov on Malfurion, and Uncle G is playing Diablo.
I think I'm going to have to consult someone over in China and ask, or ask them to ask Olele where his nickname is coming from. That is such a nice nickname. Can we do like can we do a guessing game and let's see who's maybe right or the closest?
Well, I'm going with Olele. Where his name came from, or how to pronounce it?
Where his name came from?
I choose to believe it was a random assortment of letters.
So he just rolled his nose over the keyboard once.
He just typed it out and thought it sounded cool.
I think he had an amazing game on Lily, after which his entire team called him the O Lily Master. Please do it again, O Lily.
Sure. I'm going to be honest. I feel in this wager I might win.
You know,
or at least be closer.
Damn it, he's not even a support player. Realized that one too late.
Look, everyone can multi-class in Hero League. As we see the rotation continue. Luckily, it's been a very slow start to the game. As Bruiser starting on this Bruiser camp A, and they'll be able to take that down pretty quickly. That won't be so hard. They're not really missing much XP, although they could. You do with hurrying up, top XP might actually miss 1 or 2 shots here. Might miss a minion or 2.
It still feels so sad to see Uncle G in the game and not have the Soa in front of his nickname, right?
Yes, I completely agree and understand that thought process. Top going to be taken by the A-Team here. Bod is already in control of KT, but the A-Team sent 2 members up to the top lane. Mobile offense, by the way, for the Phoenix, not going for that Arsenal synergy.
Very true. And already we can see how much pressure even just one Phoenix can apply against the Dehaka, right? The Mercenary Camp, of course, helping greatly here, but both teams basically mirroring each other's movements. While KT is now defending in the top, the A-Team has been defending in the bottom up to this point, and we see no crazy builds here coming in for either side. We see the Sapphire coming in for Decker Kanigan, the increased slow. Full cleave build here going in for Zeratul. The Iron Skin coming in a little late here, but no CC effects left anymore to really cause any issues for Timeless whatsoever.
But Hope is taking a lot of damage. That's going to keep happening. Taking a fair amount of damage in this top lane to clear as Jaina clears that up. Bruiser even coming back up to rotate once again. Yeah, it's weird to me that we're not seeing just the solo top lane. Both teams are actually bringing multiple people up repeatedly. Yeah,
very true. And that, of course, helps Hikari quite a bit as a melee bruiser like Dehaka. You're normally starting to struggle quite a bit against the Phoenix simply due to the fact that he's got superior range and just great poke altogether. For Dibbles, by the way, since this is a very rotation-friendly map for Diablo, in which he is probably forced to switch lanes every now and then, we're going to see the good old Devil Stew.
Yep.
So that is definitely going to help him out to stay sustained and not being dependent on those teleports all the time. And look at Hope, man. This is the power of Greymane. We totally forgot to touch upon this, right? What Greymane is still good at is getting those mercenary camps very fast and reliably.
Indeed, he is. And even with the extra healing as well, he won't even have to port afterwards. So yeah, that bruiser camp will absolutely be picked up here for KT, which is going to be fantastic timing for them. Phoenix going for a big wraparound up in the top lane, but Dahaka leaves, just leaves. As a bot lane, going to get pushed up pretty hard by KT here, but Siege Giants for the defense might assist.
Yeah, they're definitely going to help out here. They're getting closer put together here, but the Johanna, they're also going to get blinded every now and then. But they're pretty far into enemy territory here, KT, that is. They take the tower away, though. The wizard minion, the wizard mercenary is still providing that extra bit of protection. And look at Jaina kiting away the Dahaka all day long. But can they hold the bottom lane? I think they've had enough. Uncle G is trying to go for an initiation onto Timeless, but he's having none of it.
They have been absolutely none of it. Sneaky Bruiser, seconds too late. Well, a split seconds too late, I guess, as the pressure comes in from that Dragon Knight into the mid lane. Dahaka will head back to top lane to soak the XP, and the bot lane assault continues so much that Olele is forced to use natural agility.
Look at KT taking over control, over this game. We see the Dragon Knight dealing his shady business in the middle. 3 members of the A team still being occupied in the bottom lane. Wait, where did that Dragon Knight go? In between 2 towers and a fort, he got baited by the teleport on Zeratul.
Yeah, sneaky little blink, and that's this Dragon Knight's dead. That was a huge burn of the hit points here. Now they're going to try and chase down Hope using the slow from the Plasma Cutter, and that's a kill on Jaina. Nicely done. I love it when a plan comes together.
Absolutely, Tetra. That was the ultimate bait here. Not only, getting the Dragon Knight deep into enemy territory by blinking just in the, blink of an eye to basically escape the punt, but also then destroying the pilot. Jaina, a low mobility hero. She cannot escape there, just like a Genji could, for example, or a Phoenix. So that was a pretty heavy failure on the side of KT. Pretty big mistake.
Yeah, but for now, we see the lane setups go back to normal. That was first blood, by the way, by A team. Once again, it's been a very passive game so far. Yeah. As the A team actually keeping even on experience, despite the fact they've taken a fair amount of structure damage so far.
Well, I think level 10s are definitely going to speed up the pace of the game, right? We're going to have more explosiveness on heroes like Jaina, and Greymane potentially going to pop some people there. We see, once again, Stay One Listen, no Lornado Love up to this point. We see Blessed Shield, Isolation, Curse Bullet, and Ring of Frost.
You pretty much just listed those off as they happened, except for Isolation, as they literally just shredded the A-Team Malfurion as they were able to pick that up. Yeah, that was really cool. Either way, nice kill there by KT using that rotation. Dahaka was just not needed. Oh, he did use Isolation as well, so yeah, I guess you did just call them off as they happened.
Yeah, pretty crazy. I mean, if you use them in the exact right order, the Curse Bullet first to chunk down a huge portion of Diablo's health first, and then you finish them off with a nice Ring of Frost combo. And, even the mightiest of lords in the Hell Lords is not going to stand there anymore. And, okay, so the Tranquility is going to help out a little bit, providing 10 armor. 10 armor is pretty much 10 armor, and we've seen the value of hashtag 10 armor many a time. But is it going to be able to shut down heroes like Greymane and Dahaka when they go in deep? That remains to be seen. We all know Tetra China loves their Tranquility.
They really do. But Timeless, a little bit of trouble now. Iron Skid is popped. It immediately moves up to Jade. He doesn't even retreat. As the Blessed Shield is used, and Jade being forced to teleport away. Ooh, that's just, no one.
Nobody saw that.
And nap time. Diablo's just going to wait here for a bit. And now going to be dragged into the corner. Oh, gets an escape route, though. Timeless. Giving Diablo not only the escape route, but a free kill. Slight mispositioning there.
Yeah, that was a little weird. I mean, when you see a Stay a While and Listen go down like this, only hitting one person, and that is a Diablo. And Diablo was also obstructed by terrain here, so it was not easy for the remaining team members to just get the follow-up CC done. Beautiful interrupt there on the Hanzo. Greymane, Dahaka almost had him. Now Diablo, on the other hand, is low.
Uncle G goes down, gets body box completely inside. But yeah, I'm really confused why Timeless went that far round. They could have just dragged that Dahaka, the Diablo, the first time, just back into their tower range.
So, A little bit of a breather now for both teams, since most heroic abilities are still on cooldown and no real objectives are there for the taking, with the exception of the Dragon Knight. Bottom in control for KT, and vice versa. We have a team on the top lane currently getting a lot of focus there. 13 now available for KT. Let's see what the talents are going to be. Especially for Jaina, we see Icy Veins, more burst protection. More burst damage coming in there.
That's gonna, and also just a little bit of extra mana consistency,
Very
which is
important.
gonna help. They have Arcane Intellect as well, so gonna be pretty hard to ever see Jaina at least for the moment. Void President is almost back off cooldown, so he can potentially sabotage his team fight again, or win the game, which is much more preferred for now. Burning Blink already. Baiting Hikari.
Here we go.
We'll hold this, and that's gonna be a Dragon Knight.
Okay, so this time it's Hope in the Dragon Knight again. He did have a little bit of a mishappening there earlier when he tried to dive a Zeratul, who greatly outplay him. But this time he's joined forces with some of his teammates there. Everyone is there with the exception of Dehaka, but there is a bush nearby, of course, on the bottom half of the screen there. So Dehaka could actually join his teammates if he so desired. But he's currently occupied and got his hands full with Zeratul, who could, in theory, drop a VP to stall the reinforcement process a little bit from the Dehaka, but I don't think that's going to be used anytime soon.
Yeah, there are several secondary uses that we've seen for VP over the years, from saving your core from an objective-based damage to delay to VPing the opponent's team, so sappers will walk into the base. To stop a single person rotating is rare. It has happened, but it's a long cooldown to burn for that.
Absolutely. And we see a beautiful move by KT, by the way. They're slowly and methodically, opening the map a little bit. They're trying to get easy experience, which is, of course, towers and gates here. Jaina, once again, trying to get a little forward here. She needs to be very careful. The Dragon Knight is about to expire. And Hikari is not letting go. He's trying to keep on soaking the 16 here. But here comes the rotation. Here comes the gank. Is he aware of it? The Dragon Arrow is missing.
Second Dragon Arrow miss, this time without sabotage. It's Hikari, still going to take a lot of damage thanks to the mobile offense. Oh, Hanzo! Get down, Mr. President! Leaps in front of the isolation to block it from Jaina. Lightning Breath once again gets VP'd. Zeratul, please. But yeah, A-Team pick up the kill. Good job.
That was a true A-Team entrance there. Like, dun, 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 taking the shot for his buddy so he could get the kill.
Oh, man. I love my job. But either way, nicely done. A-Team pick up a kill. And KT, though, still looking good. They're still ahead by a full level and a talent. They just need to wait for Dehaka to respawn. Objectives far away. They're fine.
Now might be a good time for KT to fight, actually. Not only do they have the 16 advantage, of course, but also there's still 60 seconds for the VP to come back online here. Still 20 seconds for the lightning breath here. And I think that's exactly why KT is posturing up here in the top lane, and they're definitely going to get that forward. That is a lost cause, and you should never reinforce a failure here. So 18 playing it perfectly fine, playing it very carefully, and that's about all KT can do anyways, because after that fort, there comes the Bridge of Doom and Death, and nobody wants to go there willingly.
This is true. You very rarely want to try and push up in that lane because it's so thin and so dangerous, especially when you're against a Hanzo, who is going to absolutely benefit from that. But now, though, KT attempting to set up a nice little bush gank. They've got deck of potions all over the place. They are prepared. But level 16 is now available for the A-Team, and they are going nowhere near that bush. And instead, they're looking for Hikari by the looks of it. Bruiser gets a little bit of poke in the slow, but in comes the rest of KT. Bless shield by Phoenix, and we see Stukov being forced back up.
Yeah, and Dehaka is not done just yet. He had all the essence there. Never mind, he's done because O'Leary just put on the heat here. He ends up falling in the process, but man, that was a 100-0 burst.
Finally a good VP, zoning away. Now Timeless is completely alone, but he's tanking so hard as Bruiser forced to back up. Flashlight kill. Flashlight kill.
2?
Anything kill? Oh, just out of range. That's still a 4-for-1 in favor of KT. Nicely done.
Let me tell you this, Tetra. That is a 100% Dragon Knight here. Although Diablo came back because of souls, I don't think that's going to be enough, because a baby Devils is a baby Devils, and you really need to be careful not to immediately get back into a major team fight, right? Because you need to farm your souls again to have any tankiness in those team fights. Hope, by the way, trying to go for those mercenaries as quick as he quickly as he can. Now, Johanna securing the top lane. Bottom is already theirs. Let's see if they can get the DK.
A team gonna back up, mostly move to the mid lane because so far they've had to eat two Dragon Knights and would really prefer to not eat a third because the worst things in life come free to them as they continue to control the area, looking to try and delay at least as long as they can. Bless shield on all three members. Dragon Knight is acquired and no, Dragon Knight is delayed, but Diablo kill is very much acquired and there is a Dragon Knight.
Man, you could see the determination in Timeless's eyes right there. I mean, we don't see him right now, but you could feel it. He was going in, a man on a mission, dropping the Blessed Shield and really making sure that Diablo got punished for his aggressive positioning. Now, Dragon Knight, 4-man, 5-man push here. No mercenaries to support it, but they don't even need it. 15 minutes almost into the game, but the Dragon Knight is considerably powerful here. Hope trying to go in after the Phoenix.
He's moving forward. Jaina teleports away. But with Diablo dead, he's delayed for another couple seconds. And Jaina definitely dead. That is likely going to be GG. 14-minute Dragon Knight. The sleep just gets Zeratul. He's buying time, but there's no one to kill. Zeratul's just trying to get hope. In the meantime, Diablo is alive. But in the meantime, Greymane is just ending the game. In comes the Lightning Breath. Actually,
so much damage.
Dragon Knight's alive, though. That's GG. and KT take game number 1.
And I haven't seen Timeless in the middle there this happy in a long while, because last season when he was on RPG side, quite frankly, they just didn't win games. So already that must be feeling good, man. Timeless